In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the best kettlebell exercises that you can be doing to train your entire body. Now let's get started. What's going on, guys? This is Dr. Mike, and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. Today, we're going to be going over a few exercises that are going to help train your entire body. And the best part about it is you only really need one kettlebell. Now, whether you are traveling and you have access to kettlebells, or whether you're just training with minimalist equipment at home, these exercises are going to allow you to implement in any sort of workout program. It can be an easy way to help train your legs and your upper body to help build strength. Let's get into these exercises now. Now, the best part of doing all these exercises is you can actually perform them with only using one kettlebell, but just also know if you want to spice up this whole workout routine, you can actually also use two kettlebells. So we're going to start off with the first exercise, which is going to be considered the thruster. And basically this is a front squat that is mixed in and combined with a push press. This is a full body working the legs as well as working the upper body. So you're going to go ahead and take that kettlebell and you're going to start with it in this front rack position. So notice my thumb is actually facing towards me, and I'm holding that kettlebell nice and tight to my body. I'm not letting my elbow flare out like this, and I'm not holding it in front of us like this. So my thumb is facing towards me and I have a good grip on that kettlebell. I'm gonna get in my squat stance with my feet about hip width apart. I'm gonna allow my hips to drop down into the squat as I'm maintaining an upright torso. And then as I go and open up my hips at the top, I'm pressing the kettlebell overhead. Okay, once again, you're gonna squat down and then press. And then as you get more efficient with this movement, you can synchronize every time you open your hips at the top, you're pressing and locking up that elbow at the very top, really getting a good elbow extension, punching towards the ceiling, and getting a good workout in your legs and your upper body. And you would work on 10 reps on one side and then switch and do 10 reps on the other. The next exercise we're gonna get into is a Turkish Get Ups. Now, most of us have probably heard of what a Turkish Get Up is, but I see so many times people still doing this exercise incorrectly. So you're gonna start off by lying on your back here, and we're gonna be starting off with the kettlebell in our right hand. Now also notice that my right knee is folded and my left leg is extended out in front of me, and I can use this hand to start to prop myself up. Now I'm gonna initiate this movement by pressing the kettlebell and reaching up towards the ceiling using my core muscles. Now all my weight is leaning on my left elbow, and now I'm gonna transition to my hand by still actively looking up towards the kettlebell, pushing actively with that shoulder, and now using my left leg, I am going to sweep it right underneath me, and now that's gonna create a small hinge in my hips. And now I'm in this kind of half kneeling position while my shoulder is still active here. And this other hand is kind of being used as balance here, okay? Then from this position, which I think will be the toughest for most people, is just standing up to the very top here. Now we're gonna reverse that order, and you're gonna drop that back leg behind you into that half kneeling position. And you're gonna then go into that slight hinge here, and using that left hand, you're gonna prop yourself back onto the ground and taking the left leg, sweeping it underneath. And the best part about this, you're gonna feel your core light up and your entire body working. Gently shift your weight to that elbow and slowly allow your body to come to this flat position here, okay? You're gonna definitely wanna start with lighter weight with this exercise and eventually progress to more heavier weights here, okay? The next exercise we're gonna move on to is a devil press. Now, just the way it sounds, this is a tough exercise, and it's gonna really get your heart rate up and train, once again, your legs, your core, and even your upper body. So you're gonna start, bear with me here, into a burpee, and you're gonna use both hands with this exercise. So you'll see in a bit how I transition the kettlebell from the left to the right. Okay, so the kettlebell is gonna be out in front of you. You're gonna go down into a burpee, almost like a push-up, okay? You're gonna hop yourself back up in this position, and you're using the momentum of the kettlebell to swing just beneath you and then straight overhead, okay? Then you're dropping the kettlebell out in front of you again. Notice I put it on my left side because now I'm gonna transition to my left arm. I go down into a burpee. I push myself back up and I use this almost like a kettlebell swing. We consider that like a kettlebell snatch. We're using that with one arm and then you bring it back down. And after a while, working on a couple reps on each side, this becomes a very challenging exercise because really you're breathing hard and you're jumping up and down, moving the kettlebell overhead, okay? The last exercise we're gonna go over is the kettlebell clean and jerk. Now, we're gonna use this kettlebell, position it straight in front of us just like so, and just to give you guys an understanding of what a clean is. A clean is basically when we take a weight from the ground and we catch it in this power position here. So your hands are gonna be up in front here, and we're not squatting all the way down. It's not a squat clean, it's just actually a power clean, so we're catching it a little higher here. And then from here, then we're gonna go into a jerk, which means we're transitioning the weight from our shoulder to straight overhead. So what that's gonna look like with the kettlebell is you're gonna grab the hand of the kettlebell, overhand here, and then as you get into this clean position, notice my wrist kind of turns and I catch it in the same front rack position that we do for our thrusters that we showed you earlier, okay? So we're going from this power position from a clean. I'm getting set up here with my chest nice and tall. Make sure I'm looking forward to keep my posture tall and I'm not slouching or leaning forward. And then you're going to get in this power position here, and then you're gonna press overhead, okay? You can lower back down, set up again, get a wide base of support, because we know that with a wider base of support, our balance is better versus being so narrow. So you're gonna get in a wide base of support, grab a hold of that kettlebell, keeping that chest nice and tall, and we're imagining like we're jumping, catching the kettlebell, and then pressing overhead. All right, now those are some of the best kettlebell exercises that you can be doing to train your entire body. Now, if you want to learn on how to build a stronger chest or a stronger back using just kettlebells, take a look at the videos I made here. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.